I'm just trying to think. Can you go to the next slide,
Yes,
please?
sure. Yes.
We are growing the West Midlands social economy. And the next one, please. Um, Brilliant. This is the one. Yeah. So we are part of a group of providers who have been assigned some funding through the WMCA, the West Midlands Combined Authority, to deliver a suite of programmes for social economy organisations. When I say social economy organisations, I mean social enterprises, cooperatives, charities, anything that or any business that basically makes not for personal profit. So it's quite a widespread group of companies. There are a number of different programs that are running through the Social Economy Growth Programme, or SEG, as we're calling it at Aston. And Aston Centre for Growth, as I highlighted on the screen, are delivering the Grow Your Business and Accelerate Your Growth elements of the programme. I know my colleagues are on the call and are joining the call later, so I won't steal any of their thunders, but they're all specific, we've all designed them specifically locally, so Aston has designed their own ones, but we're all trying to coordinate as much as we possibly can. If I tell you a bit more about our programs, it will hopefully spread a bit of light on what we're doing. So we thank you. So the Grow and Accelerate programs are for companies who are turning over a certain amount of revenue. So Grow is for companies that are turning over between 100 and 500,000, and Accelerate is for companies that are turning over more than 500,000. The reason I wanted to say that first is because the other programs, Start and Build, are working with companies who are smaller. So if you don't meet those thresholds, then please don't worry, there is a bit of support for you. I won't go into too much detail. I tried to gauge from the introductions where people may be, but that's probably based on assumptions based on my part, and I feel that it may be a very small handful of you who may be eligible for these programs. So if you do want more information, please do reach out. I'm really happy to sort of talk you through all of the slides in real detail, but I don't want to spend too much time on this program right now, because I feel that the earlier programs may be more applicable. So both programs are delivered in a very similar way. They're about 6 months. They're very much a peer led program, and the way we deliver business support at Aston is we bring a cohort of business leaders together, and we deliver a number of different workshops, webinars, masterclasses to you, and we support you to implement that learning into your business straight away. We are providing a peer coach, and they will help you to ultimately spend the grant that comes along with these programs. So all of the 4 programs have an incentivised grant attached. The Grow program, you can gain a £10,000 grant, and Accelerate is £20,000. The peer coaches for Aston will be helping you ultimately devise a trading plan to spend that money on something specific within your company in order to grow your revenues. We do have some delivery partners on the programme, which is Social Enterprise Mark, CIC, and Birmingham Newman University. I've just told you the grant amounts as well. The whole purpose of the programmes is about supporting you as business leaders to increase your skills, to improve your confidence, to develop your capabilities in order to make better business decisions, in order to use the data within your company better, and actually improve efficiency, improve productivity, and grow your company. A result of that will be hopefully increased trade and income, increased employment opportunities, increased volunteer hours, and of course improved beneficiary services and the social impact that you're having as a company. There is some eligibility criteria, which is we try to be as flexible as possible. So you do need to be operating, as I said, as a not for personal profit trading organisation. You've got to be based within the West Midlands. You have to have the trading incomes, as I've already said. For Aston's programme, we're looking for the leader or the key decision maker in the company. You can have staff, or you can be a sole self-employed, sole trader. Either's absolutely fine. And most importantly, you've got to be committed to growing your company, and you've got to have that sort of determination and right attitude to actually, developing and growing the company. So applications you can express your interest on our website right now, and applications are going live really soon. The Accelerate programme is starting right at the end of April, and the Grow programmes are starting mid-May. So we've got plenty of time to work with you and support with you with more information if you are interested. And there will be an interview process because of the grants attached. We want to make sure, thank you, that we're working with businesses, like I've said, that are really committed to growth. And that's it. That's Aston Centre for Growth. I hope I haven't gone too much over the time, and I haven't whizzed through it so much that no one understands anything, but I'm here for questions or further emails, etc., if that's whatever you want, basically. Thank you, Imran, and everyone for listening.
Thank you.
Hi, Katie. I have a question. Sorry, Imran, I've jumped in there.
No,
while it's fresh. Yes, hi, Katie. My question is, as Employment Engagement Officer at Whitney Lodge, I'm supporting quite a lot of people at the moment, business startup, because we get referrals, obviously, from DWP also. This is funding for non-profit organizations. What is there available, or any likelihood in the well, I can't, say in the next 5 years, but even in the next 12 months, short term, for business startup, for for individuals. And as Miriam said, we are a community non-profit organization ourselves, but there's a lot of people and there's just no direction for them. Is this to replace also? I went to the masterclass at GB SLEP at Aston University last year. I attended 2 workshops with clients who were starting up in business. I've been informed that's now been pulled. There's no funding available. And you probably are aware of that. So what is going to replace that? Because it's okay for non-profit, but those people who are looking for a direction and looking to sort of get onto or into the business place, they've started and suddenly there's no funding, there's no support. And GB SLEP started something brilliant last year, and then suddenly that's been taken away as well. So what help, what funding is available for those people in the North Brevard area?
So as far as I'm aware, I don't know. And I'm really sorry to say that. I want to be completely transparent with you. I was going to say, we've got John from the Growth Hub, so he will be able to help. And the Growth Hub is the place I would send anyone who isn't eligible for our programs. Aston delivers growth programs, so we've always worked with growth businesses. The programs you referred to that we delivered in partnership with GBS LEP was sort of start-up, and that was through the European Regional Development Fund funding, which stopped because of Brexit, unfortunately, which is not my personal fault and no one's fault. It's just the way the funding landscape changes. But I would send everyone and anyone you're talking to who needs startup support to the Greater Birmingham and Solihull Growth Hub.
Thank you. John, is it worth just mentioning, is that the kind of stuff you're picking up in your slides?
I certainly can. Yes, no problem at all.
Thank you, John. David?
Hi, thanks. Yeah, I think my query might have been answered in the last answer to the question. It was more about just a general comment for the program providers that I realise that it is limited in its places and there's application processes, and there will be people who are running businesses or social enterprises who could do with some support have raised their hand and won't be successful. So just a plea really to make sure that we have some sensible referrals to those who can help and support further. In terms of I think Enterprise Nation are here as well, but there are a few startup programs around, but they're bitty at the moment, and I would recommend a Growth Hub as well. I've got a list of what's there, but there are a couple of other startup programs that are in existence in, for example, Solihull, but that depends on where you're resident. So it's worth asking us the question, same where you are, and we might be able to connect you with some startup support.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I think Charles Rapson, who is the programme leader at the WMCA, is working tirelessly and very hard to find funding and gain funding to increase the programme overall to start with zero revenue. Unfortunately, I don't think he's been successful yet, although I haven't been told he has, but I know that he's also working for that. And really, I mean, we do refer everyone over to Growth Hub, but really happy to refer anyone to anywhere actually. And if anyone wants to touch base, David, I did write your name down actually to reach out to you and say to find out more information as to how we can work. Yeah, even if it's just cross referrals, I think that sounds great. So delighted to meet you, and yeah, let's keep the conversation going.
Perfect. Thank you.